I sat up and saw a shadowy figure standing at the foot of my bed. It was a man, but his head was missing. He was dressed in a tattered suit, and his hands were outstretched as if reaching for something. I screamed and reached for the lamp on the bedside table, but when I turned it on, the figure was gone. I sat there, trembling, trying to make sense of what I had just seen. I knew I wasn't imagining things. The Majestic Hotel was indeed haunted. The next morning, I decided to find out more about the hotel's haunted history. I visited the local library and spent hours researching old newspapers and records. I discovered that the Majestic Hotel had a long and tragic history. In the early 1900s, a man named Thomas Bradford had stayed at the hotel. He was a wealthy businessman with a dark past. One night, he was found dead in his room, his head severed from his body. The murder was never solved, and rumors circulated that Thomas had been involved in shady dealings and had made many enemies. Over the years, guests and staff had reported seeing Thomas's headless apparition roaming the halls, searching for his missing head. The more I read, the more I realized that the figure I had seen the previous night was Thomas Bradford. Determined to help Thomas find peace, I sought out the help of a local medium named Claire. She was known for her ability to communicate with spirits and had helped many restless souls find peace. I told her about my encounter and showed her the articles I had found. Claire agreed to help and suggested we conduct a seance in the hotel room where Thomas had died. We planned to perform the seance on a quiet night, hoping to communicate with Thomas's spirit and understand what he needed to move on. On the night of the seance, Claire and I arrived at the hotel armed with candles, a Ouija board, and various other tools of the trade. We set up in the room, arranging the candles in a circle and placing the Ouija board in the center. The atmosphere was tense, the air thick with anticipation. Claire began by calling out to Thomas, asking him to join us and communicate. At first, there was only silence. The room was dimly lit by the flickering candles, and I could feel the weight of the past pressing down on us. Claire repeated her call, her voice steady and calm, asking Thomas to give us a sign of his presence.